In this video, I want to show how to install, set up, and use Screencastify, the Google Chrome extension, for video recording your screen. Now, in order to do this, the first thing I have to do in Google Chrome is I have to go to screencastify.com. And you can see here's the open page. And it's pretty easy to install. All I'm going to have to do is click on Add to Chrome. Now, before I go further, I do want to say that Screencastify has a free version which allows people to record for a maximum of 5 minutes in terms of video recording. They do have pricing if you want to be able to purchase an unlimited version for $29 US for education discounts per person per year. Now, that's a 1-year subscription. Now, for individuals on a Mac, there is the other option of using QuickTime Player to be able to video record your screen, and you do not have to pay for it because it's pre-installed on your Mac. But I do want to make people aware of other options out there. Now back to Screencastify. So in order to install this, all I have to do is click Add to Chrome. And once I do that, it's going to bring up the Google Chrome Extensions web store. And here we have it. So I'm going to click Add to Chrome. And then it's going to ask me if I want to add this extension, and tells us what it's going to do. It's going to display notifications, communicate with cooperating websites, capture content of your screen. So I'm going to click Add Extension. So it goes through, checks to make sure that it can, and that's it, and it's installed. And you can see here, it shows use this extension by clicking on this icon. And you can see the kind of peach colored arrow. You can click on this to start a recording. Or you notice that it's got a keyboard shortcut, and that is going to be Option Shift S when you're in Google Chrome. Okay, so once I've installed it, now all I need to do is I'm going to click on the icon. There's going to be a little bit more setup for it. So I'm going to click on it, and it's going to ask me to sign in with Google. Now, one of the things here it says is automatically save videos to Google Drive. It's recommended because once it makes the video, then it saves it to your drive and you have it online. Screencastify actually has its own editor, so you can do minor edits to your videos, and if you want to do further edits, you can download it to your machine in MP4 format to be able to put into a video editor to add certain things you may want or edit it. But the editor is fairly simple in Screencastify, but it allows you to do certain things. So I'm going to click on sign in with Google. And once I do this, it's going to ask me about permissions. So here, to unlock all features, please enable the following permissions: camera and microphone, drawing and annotations tools. One of the nice things with Screencastify is it allows you to draw on your screen during your video recording. So I'm going to click Next. And it's going to ask for additional permissions. Read and change all your data on the websites you visit. I'm going to click Allow. And then it says it wants to be able to use my microphone on my camera. I click Allow. And that's it. And now I have logged in. So now I'm able to use it. It's fairly easy to install and set up. And notice it gives me a little message here. Click the arrow icon in the toolbar to get started with Screencastify. All I have to do is click on the arrowhead over beside to the right of my extension or my address bar. So I'm going to click on it. And it's going to have several options that I need to take a look at to make sure I set up. First off, I have 3 options here. I can record a browser tab, so if I have a browser tab open, I can just record that browser tab. I can record the desktop, which means everything you see on the screen, I can record that, or I can record the webcam. Now, underneath here, I have microphone, I have the default, and you see there's several options. So the default is what my system has set up, is my MacBook Pro microphone as an input. Right now, I'm using my Samsung wireless microphone to be able to record. And here I could change this to MacBook Pro. So it'll show all the options for input. I'm going to leave it as MacBook Pro microphone. Now, Embed Webcam will allow me to actually have a small screen of myself in the corner while I'm recording. And I'm going to turn that off right now. Now, underneath, I have more options. And if I click on that, I can change the countdown timer. So what it will do is when I start recording, it will actually show me 3, 2, 1. And I can change that time if I want. It also allows me to have drawing tools, which are really neat. You're able to draw on the screen as you're speaking. So I'm going to click Record. Now it's going to ask me if I want to do my entire screen or an application window. So I'm going to choose my entire screen by clicking on it. And then I'm going to click Share. And you can see now that it's recording. So if you notice, there's no major difference. It shows down here that you can stop your sharing down here at the bottom, or you can hide this toolbar right here. And if you do hide this, then what happens is you have to click here on your arrowhead to be able to stop the recording. And notice you can pause it and start it, you could delete it, or you can refresh it. So I am going to hide this bar. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the drawing tools. You can focus on the mouse. You can hide the cursor when not moved. You can highlight clicks, which I have enabled. You can pause the recording. You can use the mouse pointer, which I'm doing now. You can draw with a pen, and you can draw with the eraser. So here, I'm going to go back to my Screencastify page. I'm going to use the drawing tool, and notice that I can show you and highlight. This is the button you click to add to Chrome. I can also delete that fairly easily. Notice when I click on the pen, I can change the options to different colors. And if I deselect, okay, I can wipe the screen clear as well when I have the eraser option selected. So here I might draw a circle around this. And then what I can do is I can go to the eraser and I can click wipe the screen clear. It's a great little tool in order to see or able to video record quickly for 5 minutes if you needed to go over a lesson. And I can also not use these tools. So for example, if I click the hide the tools button, which is this X, I might want to be able to use another program such as Smartboard Notebook in order to be able to demonstrate a lesson or do anything else. And as I've done in other videos, I'm going to click my drawing tools and I might start a lesson on Pythagorean theorem. And I'm just using my mouse to draw. So I'm not using Screencastify, I'm actually using this. So this is an easy way to record something under 5 minutes. And you'll notice that I don't have my Screencastify tools here because they only show up in the browser. So if I go back to turn off my recording, I just have to click the arrowhead. Your desktop is being recorded. And I'm going to click stop. Now notice here's how much time I've used, almost 3 minutes of recording. So I'm going to click stop. And what it's going to do is open up a new browser tab. And it's actually a small editor where I'm able to view my video and edit it. So here, I'm going to click Show Me Around just to show everyone how this works. You can trim your video, cut any unnecessary footage at the start or end of your video to keep your audience's attention. Title your video, obviously very important, especially with Google Drive. Copy the link, copy the Google Drive link. So you're able to do that and you can paste it wherever you like. Now you could do this for Google Classroom, or if you wanted to, you might be able to do this with YouTube and copy the link. Share your video. Oh, here we go. Publish to YouTube, share to Classroom, get embed code. So this is for HTML if you had a separate website where you wanted to embed this video. Download or export your video. As I said, you can download the video and it'll come in a web player when you download it. If you export, it comes in MP4, which is a more usable format if you wanted to use a video editor that's on your machine. You can also export the audio only or export as an animated GIF. If you open in the editor, you're able to do other options. And that's it as it says. So I'm going to close. I hope this helps everyone be able to see how easy it is to use Screencastify in order to make small videos under 5 minutes. Again, I'm going to repeat, if you wanted to make unlimited videos with this program, there is a cost associated with it. Mac users are able to use QuickTime Video, which is a pre-installed program on their Mac in order to have a lot of the same functionality. Unfortunately, you're not able to draw on the program, but you could use other apps such as Smartboard Notebook in order to draw on the screen while you're recording.